Hello and welcome. My name is Gene, and today we're going to move ourselves through a little standing sequence, incorporating some placement of feet and incorporating some sense of facing overall. To start, take your time at the back of your mat as you enter a Tadasana, a mountain pose. Rock the feet back and forth once or twice. Toes off the mat, then heels off the mat, just so that you know when you're ready to plant the feet, you've moved them around enough, gotten any of the excess energy that might be stored in there out of the system. And then breathing in through your nose. Inhale that planting sensation, that arrival aesthetic. And with the arrival living in the body, exhale through the nose, sigh out through the mouth, releasing any tension, any stiffness. Take another breath in. And then another breath out. Maybe a little deeper of a sigh as you exhale. Really making sure the lungs are empty. All of the air is used up. One more breath here. Deeper inhale. Even taking an extra sip of air at the top of your breath. Hold the breath. Let the breath live in your body a little bit longer. And then when you're ready, exhale. Through the nose, sigh or yawn from the mouth, completely emptying the lungs. That third breath allows you just to feel what the body is like, sinking into your Tadasana, feet planted, body stacked piece by piece. Rooting into your purpose today. What are you bringing to your mat? What's an intention, what's a thought, what's a feeling that you want to live in your body for this practice and maybe consider outside of your mat's borders? Nice. I offer you an intention, a planting of non-judgment. Sometimes just moving the body around without any expectation, but still honoring senses of placement and atmosphere can allow you to create a perspective to view your day from. Maybe that serves you, maybe a different thought, something beyond non-judgment, is more at home. Take another 2 breaths here. Then when you feel planted in your intention, starting to walk toward the top of your mat, the quality of your stride is entirely your choice. Maybe you stumble a little bit, even walking forward can sometimes be an experience in itself. But eventually you arrive at the top of your mat, reclaiming your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Start off here by making a couple of circles to the right with your neck. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. And exhale, chin through center. Nice big breath out. Inhale, left ear finds its way to left shoulder. And then exhale, neck reaches behind it. That feels good. Take another circle or 2 to the right. Being very deliberate with how your breath moves through these circles. And noticing again any tension, any stiffness. Those indicators of boundaries met in the past. Once you find your way back to center, tipping your left ear to left shoulder, make 3 circles to the left now, following that path pattern. Great work, rounding out that last circle at your pace. And then as you come back to center, we'll add some shoulders with the arms. Inhale, raise the arms up to the sun. Maybe your gaze follows. And then exhale, elbows bend, palms spread nice and wide, cactus. Take 5 breaths here. As you breathe in, rocking back on your heels just so that your toes wiggle off the mat. And then exhale, exultant cactus as you lift your heels off the mat. Get some heat in the calves. Breathe. Almost like you've got those cacti arms reaching up to the sun, collecting light. Take 2 more breaths. Engaging with your inner hip rotators. Maybe you lift the heels a little higher. 1 more inhale. And 1 more exhale. Good work. Take a breath in. Plant your heels back down on the mat. And then hollowing in your ribs. Exhale as everything melts itself forward. Uttanasana. Take another 5 breaths here. Just doing a more relaxed salutation, grounding into some shapes. And again, that non-judgment principle. Think about what feels good for your body. Maybe it doesn't have to look a certain way. Your feet are still planted. Tailbone is still reaching up to the wall while your heels are planted down. 3 more breaths. Take another inhale, lifting your back halfway, lengthening your tailbone to the wall behind you. And then exhale, knees bend, hands to the ground. Walk the feet back, just to bend the elbows. Chaturanga to the ground. Sustaining a back bend here, we'll breathe in, pressing to your palms, bending the elbows against your ribs, Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Hold here. Pressing your pelvic plate to the mat. Heart is lifted. 3 more breaths. Lifting through your crown, 1 big breath in here. And 1 big breath out. Nice. Take another inhale. And then curling your toes on your mat behind you. Exhale to press into the palms. Raise your hips up to the ceiling. Downward facing dog. Now option always to drop down to a tabletop. And invite a child's pose instead. Again, remembering that non-judgment principle. You'll hear that word a couple more times for sure. But it's just honoring your body where you're at today. You can add heat, you can subtract heat as you need. Especially if you're familiar with vinyasa flows, give yourself 1 more. So whether you're in child's pose or a downward dog, bring your palms down to the mat, walk the hands in toward the body, knees drop if you're in downward dog. We're gonna meet in a tabletop shape. And then take another inhale, walk the hands to the top of your mat, shoulders go with you. Exhale, elbows bend to ribs, little chaturanga. Breathing in, press into your palms again. Chest rises up for cobra pose. And then toes curl on your mat. Exhale, lift the hips up again. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look up at the thumbs, that point where they meet. And then exhale, just stepping the feet, hopping, floating to Uttanasana. Breathe in, lift the back up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. And then exhale, heart leans down toward the legs, forward fold. Take one more inhale, bend the knees. You're stacking the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, tailbone underneath. Always welcome to circle sweep the arms if that feels good. Put your hands gathered, welcoming you back to another mountain pose. Great time to shake the body out a bit, drink some water, make any of those non-specific movements that feel good for you. Alright, so just a little bitty salutation. We'll move through a bit of a standing flow and then incorporate a more traditional Surya Namaskar toward the end of your practice today. But for now, feet are planted. Back to mountain pose. Palms can face forward for that anatomical shape. You can gather heart center if that feels good. Adding a little bit more heat as we incorporate those warrior shapes. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. 2 more breaths for you. Come back to your intention. Whether it is non-judgment as a lens to frame your practice today, or whether a different intention, inner harmony, love, patience, kindness, compassion, they all certainly have a home here. Next, inhale. We'll start by lifting the arms up all the way to the sun. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, tilt the arms down to a high diagonal Utkatasana chair pose. Pressing your heels toward each other, your knees as well, like you've got a block placed in between the knees, just to keep them equidistant. Take 2 more breaths, bending down. Nice job. One last breath in, bend a little bit deeper. And then keeping that right knee bent, you're gonna exhale, step the left foot back parallel to your mat. Arms expand out to a T. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Check in on those arms, ensuring it's a relatively similar plane. You have to love perspective. Sometimes it looks like they're in line. Sometimes there's some charm or character tilting them. Abs are engaged, pressing into your right foot with that right knee bent. 2 more breaths. Nice. So taking an inhale, you're going to turn your right foot to the same direction as your left, so now your feet are facing the same direction. And then exhale, Prasarita Padottanasana. Hinge forward from your hip space. Hands dangle to the earth. Always welcome to grab each leg. Always welcome to walk the hands to a side. Twisting from the ribs, getting a little bit of a Prasarita twist here. Take a breath if you're walking the hands to the right. And then inhale, walk the hands through center, just to walk them to that left foot, twisting from the ribs. Your ribs are what's doing most of the twisting. Nice work. Breathing in the hands, walk back to center if you walk them to the left. And then exhale, just dangling forward a little bit more. Nice job. Breathe in. We're lifting the back halfway, finding a halfway lift. And then exhale, knees soften, just for the body to dangle forward, prasarita. Inhale, lifting the spine up all the way, taking your time. And then turning your right foot back to face the top of your mat. Someone's pulling your front 3 fingers forward. When the body doesn't want to tip any further, bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Left arm presses the air. Udita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. Think about opening through your left pectoral muscle just to keep that heart nice and expanded. 2 more breaths. Really thinking about that line between your left fingers and your left heel, really strong, prominent diagonal. 1 more breath. And then little bit of momentum. You're gonna inhale, tip the body back to warrior 2. And following that momentum, exhale as you pivot on your left toes, turn that left knee to the top of your mat. Keep the bend in your right knee. Anjaneyasana high lunge. Breathe. Option to bend the elbows again for another cactus if that feels good. Leaning the neck back for that throat opener as well. Trust your balance. Remember, if you stumble, you can come right back. And as one who stumbles frequently, I totally feel that sentiment. Much like now. Take another breath here. Nice work. Inhale, bending a little deeper into that right knee. And then exhale, stepping the left foot forward, hands back at heart center to the top of your mat. Great place to shake the body out again. Drink some water as you need. And again, little bitty balances can sometimes be daunting. It's just a balance. It can feel different tomorrow. Okie dokie, so that's your flow. Just a few postures linked together, giving your body a chance to move, garner some heat. So we'll take those mostly same shapes from the other side. If anything ever feels uncomfortable, just trust what your body wants to do. As I like to say, I am more your flight attendant than your instructor. It's your practice. So trust your own guide, trust yourself. Take another breath here. Inhale, little bitty bend in the knees, arms are gonna reach back up to the sky. And then exhale, bend the knees again, arms tilt to that high diagonal, Utkatasana chair pose. Ears are by the biceps. Heels underneath sit bones. Take 3 more breaths. Think about that slope in your back. Nice little angle. One last inhale. And then one last exhale, sigh it out, let the stiffness go. Last breath in, little bitty bend deeper in the knees if it feels good. And then exhale, left foot stays in place. As you step back with your right foot, turn it parallel to the back of your mat. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Breathe. Establish that bend in your left knee. Establish the T in your arms. You're always welcome to come heart center if that feels better. direct your focus. Where is your dristi? That point of focus taking you for one more breath. And then, starting with your left foot, you're going to inhale, turn that left foot to the left corner of your mat. And then exhale, right foot turns to the right corner of your mat. As you take yourself to Uttara Konasana, goddess pose. Breathe in here. And then keeping your external hip rotators active, you're going to exhale, bend the knees, almost like you're taking your knees towards your big toes. That is a form of protecting the joints. Maybe that feels good. Again, our joints all operate differently, so trust the body. Move side to side, lengthening a leg, deepening the bend in the other a couple times. You can even add an arch to that bend in the knee as the foot arches. Trying things out here. Breathing. 3 more breaths. Lovely work. Take another inhale, gently straightening your legs out of that deep bend. And then turning your right foot parallel to the back of the mat. Left foot faces the top. Bend to warrior 2. Inhale. Someone's pulling those left fingers out past your body's edge. And when the body doesn't want to tilt any further, direct your left forearm to your left thigh. Right arm reaches up in that high diagonal. Uttita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. Breathe. Really feeling that right pectoral muscle, just like on the other side. As your heart keeps that length, that openness. 2 more breaths. Nice. 1 more posture to go. Breathe in, tilting the arms, tilting the body back to warrior 2. And then exhale, use that momentum to turn your right foot on the right toes. Knee faces the top of your mat. Anjaneyasana, high lunge. Breathe. 5 breaths. Direct the arms where you wish, with better balance than me. You can also think of keeping that lift in your abdomen as a way of maintaining that sturdy, strong core. Nice. 1 more breath. Now connecting this to your salutation, you're going to inhale, deepen the bend in your left knee. And then exhale, stepping the arms and body forward. Back to mountain pose. Breathe in. And with the arms lifted, exhale, deep suspension and release as you bend in the knees, heart to legs. Inhale, lift the spine up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. And then exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms. Step, hop, or float your feet back. Take another vinyasa with the elbows against the ribs. From Chaturanga, inhale, peel the chest up, toes curled for Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward dog. And exhale, hips rise to take another downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Always welcome to drop the knees down again. Take a child's pose, drink some water. Piecing together all of your flow. How are you feeling? Acknowledge those sensations, but acknowledge them from a place of objectivity. If If you feel content, find that objectivity in your contentedness. If there's discomfort, find the objectivity in investigating where your discomfort is residing. Where is it rooted in? Take another 2 breaths. So starting your journey back down, you're just going to take a breath in, dropping the knees to tabletop or walking the hands in if you took child's pose. And then sitting back on one of your hips, legs will swing through center. Take Dandasana staff pose. Just gonna do a little bit here, mostly just rocking the sit bones side to side. Take a breath. And then on your inhale, coming back to some stillness. Just to exhale, bend the right knee and open the right knee out to your side. Take another inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, hinge forward, taking this nice little twist into your body, folding into a seated tree. Breathe. Arms are soft, or arms are active, reaching forward. Head is soft. Chin tucked against your sternum, your collar, your heart. Good. Take another inhale, hands walk back towards your body. And then exhale, right hand under the right knee, reach the leg forward, back to staff pose. Just doing the same thing on the other side, so breathe in, lengthen your spine up, sit bones on the mat. And then exhale, bend the left knee, opening it out to the side. On an inhale, arms can reach up to the sky for that more active shape. And then hinging forward as you exhale, reaching the hands toward the feet, toward the foot. And still aware of the sole of your left foot, pressed beside your inner right thigh. Give yourself that seated tree sensation. Great job, 2 more breaths. Nice place to think about what you moved through this practice, what felt good, what didn't feel quite so good. And then inhale, just like before, hands walk, slide along the leg. And when your spine is upright, stack to top, vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhale, left hand under left knee. Bring the knee to center, extend the leg to center. Shake the body out, drink some water one more time. All of this is just to give yourself some space on your mat. Sit bones planted. As you reach the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Finding your way to the mat. Now you are good to stay on your spine. I'm just sitting up so that you can hear me a little better. But allow that moment for each vertebrae on your mat to sink down, to relax. Maybe you splay the feet out to the sides. Relaxing in the toes, relaxing in the ankles, even relaxing through the arches of your feet. Throughout your practice, there were moments to connect to where your feet were at given times. Whether deepening into your chair pose, whether trusting the arches of your feet in goddess pose, or even at the beginning, taking that really intentional mountain pose, Tadasana. The feet sensate your world, and when you sensate from a place of objectivity, you detach yourself from the ego's expectations of an experience. You are instead existing, without judgment, without bias. You are simply existing. So as your body relinquishes the need for control, remember your breath, honor your heartbeat, leave behind any tension you might have felt today, and allow yourself this moment to relax, thanking yourself as much as I thank you for all that you do on and off of your mat. With that said, enjoy your Savasana, and thank you again for all you do. I will call you back to the here and now shortly. begin calling yourself back to this plane. As you become more aware of your body in space, take a deep breath in through your nose. Just like before, let the air live in you for a little while longer. And when the breath has resided in your lungs, in your core enough, exhale through the nose. Offer a big sigh or yawn through the mouth as you give that breath back to the universe. It is a breath of awakening that charges sparks in the fingertips and toes as you wiggle them softly. And as the fingertips and toes awaken, make some circles at the wrists and ankles, tipping the neck side to side, ear to shoulder, back to center, ear to shoulder, and back to center again. But as always, it is your practice, your space. Make any movements that honor your body and strengthen your tether back to this corporeal plane. And as part of that return, you're always welcome to end your practice in your conjured Savasana state. Or you can meet me in a seat if that feels more familiar. However you choose to end your time, the arms, legs, and eyes seal that time in a way that resonates with your practice's conclusion. And then taking another couple more breaths here, come back to your intention of non-judgment. Come back to that feeling of letting go of expectations, letting go of the ego. Allow yourself to look at your experiences objectively and allow yourself to exist in the moment without attachment to those requirements. You simply are. And that is the origin of all things. And with that, it has been my humble, happy honor to have shared this space with you today, as you've shared it with me. May you always live your life in your authentic way, bringing your shine and radiance to this beautiful planet we share. The luminosity in me cherishes, respects, and will always celebrate the luminous, non-judgmental heart in you. Shanti. Namaste.